Sacramento, giving you local sports coverage from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Sactown Sports.
Because we are, we're classy and we're concerned about people. We're going to try to take the temperature of the Bay Area today. See how they're doing, right? Because we care.
I think they're in their feelings
people
right now. They're mourning today.
Yeah.
Jay, we don't want no more Bay Area music being played. I don't want no E40, no Loonies, no Souls of Mischief. I'm all about Mystical, Lil Wayne, Juvenile. I'm on to New Orleans. I'm not worried about those clowns out there in San Francisco anymore. They're on the baseball season out there. They're talking NFL draft today in San Francisco. They're worried about, hockey down there, whatever else they got going on. The Blue Angels flying over. They're not talking basketball. Their team is done. Bonta Hill, what were y'all talking about today now that basketball is over for you, big fella?
That's one hell of a promo, man. That's some of your finest work. That's some of your finest work, man. But, we are in mourning. We are in mourning. And Whitey, you would know very well you were part of this dynasty. You took the talents back up to Sacramento. I know you felt sorry for the 916, but Whitey, we do this year. I'm sorry that you have to sit there and hear that gibberish from Mr. Draper, but you know what? It's a tough scene, man. It was tough watching the inevitable, and it happens to everybody. It happened to the Celtics. It happened to the Lakers. It happened to the Spurs. It happened to the Bulls. It didn't end. And to see my guy Klay Thompson walk off the court without hitting one shot, not getting one bucket, knowing how these fans are down here, I said, dear Lord, man, we're going to be talking about this for many, many days. So baseball season, look, the Giants win a series against the Marlins, and let me tell you, Draper, we don't care because this is a basketball market, and we want to reclaim what's ours, which is the entire NBA, and we will do what we got to do to get back to the mountaintop, Draper.
Bonta, let me ask you, is it true? I saw some of this on social media that you got some fans down there that are saying, this is what happens when you try to blame everything on Jordan Poole. Is Dub Nation divided today over making Jordan Poole a fall guy?
The hindsight is 2020 because all last season, I know I defended Jordan Poole. I said, man, if that's a bad year and he's giving me 20, I'll take that and work with it. And by the way, since March 1st, Jordan Poole averaged 22 and 6 assists per game and started shooting 36% from three and 44 from the floor. So all of a sudden, everybody's talking about, we need a guy who could dribble, drive, penetrate, break down defense. Well, we had him. And we traded him for a 38-year-old point guard who we didn't use yesterday, who the Warriors didn't use, Chris Paul. He only played 18 minutes. You think he's happy about that? So that's what the Warriors need. It's a crossroads offseason. You don't want to do what the San Francisco Giants did by extending Brandon Crawford and Brandon Belt and all the old guys who won World Series. It will set you back. So I know Joe Lacob, the owner of the Warriors, he's about winning and winning only. He will do what it takes to win. He's not going to pay that tax and pay for a $400 million roster that doesn't make it out to play a tournament. So I expect some changes, and I expect the Warriors to reclaim Northern California. You guys have fun with that playing game, like I told you guys earlier. I'll enjoy my boys and my spicy gumbo with the hot meat over the final. Oh, Draper, just for you, baby. I'll save some jambalaya on the side.
Hey, y'all don't have that flavor in San Francisco, first of all, Bonta. Don't try to claim New Orleans food. Y'all ain't got that flavor out there. But I want to get you on record. Is the dynasty over?
This current iteration of the Golden State Warriors, I think it's all done.
Dude, you sounded like Gavin Newsom over there. This iteration on this day when the weather is like this. And
hey, Draper, I could be real presidential. You know what I'm saying? So, you got to. But no, seriously, I think this version of the Warriors, we have to say goodbye to it. They're too small in every game, even if they're playing at an athletic disadvantage every single game. And you simply can't win NBA games at a high level without too many athletes on the floor. Sacramento, whether it's Keon Ellis, who I really like, Keegan Murray picking up full court on Steph Curry, De'Aaron Fox, Monk, even Harrison Barnes. He's as athletic as Andrew Wiggins, and Andrew Wiggins is the second most athletic player on the team outside of Jonathan Kuminga. And maybe I'm shortchanging TJD here, but they couldn't get the loose balls all season long. 50-50 balls. They couldn't defend the three-point shot. They turned the ball over left and right. It's just the makings of an old core and a team that is just getting old, and their youngsters are just not quite in their prime years yet. That's a recipe for disaster and a recipe for mediocrity in the NBA.
Bonta Hill with us. He, of course, is he's the Kyle Draper of the Bay Area, does Warriors pre and post on.
He's Drape's light. He's Drape's light down there.
Could you please, because I know, on the game, I know you guys talk to Steve Kerrs on the station all the time, and I know you hang out with Coach Kerr. Could you please, on behalf of all Kings fans, just tell him how much we appreciate the fact that he doesn't play Moses Moody more because he kills the Kings and they don't put him in the game. So please thank him for us, Bonta.
Well, I don't know if I will because a lot of people are not happy about his rotation. That has been a constant theme for 2 straight years with Steve Kerr. Play the young guy, play this guy, play that guy. But when you got a bunch of guys who are inconsistent, that's a tough job. Who do you know who's hit? How do you have a true feel of the game? Because one guy may be balling the previous night, and he may not have it the next night. Yeah. Moses Moody definitely should have got more playing time. I don't get it, especially when you draft a 14 overall. And I watched Trey Murphy III, who's getting ready to light y'all up on Friday night. He goes 17 overall. And I'm thinking, man, Trey Murphy III would look good in a Warriors uniform, but I'm not sure how much Steve Kerr would have used him. So he had his work cut out for him this season, man. Not enough Moses Moody, not enough TJD. It's a lot of tears right now, Draper. You keep laughing at me, Drake. I know you and your kid like to be, and Whitey's up there close thinking, I jumped ship. I went to the market at the right time. It's okay. The Warriors will be back. We will be back. Big Brother's still here.
Big Brother is still here. Big Brother's only about 10 years old, first of all. Let's not act like Big Brother been around for 30, 40 years and is a dynasty or anything like that. Let me ask you, Bonta, man, because you started off talking about your boy Klay. Is he done? Is it? And it's not just a money thing. And I know he met with reporters today and said he's not talking about his future or anything like that. He has plenty of time to decide. But what do you think happens with Klay?
That's $1 million question, right? And, I kind of look at it both ways here. With this system, is this system best suited for Klay Thompson, the ready-react system where you have to have multiple off-ball movements here? Is that best for him when you don't have a lot of guys who can create shots on the half court for the Warriors? You got a lot of guys who are one-way players or specialty players. Is that best suited for Klay Thompson? But I wouldn't say he's washed. When he came off the bench, how about this? Post All-Star break, whether he started or came off the bench, Klay shot 41% from 3 and 45% from the floor. He had better shooting percentages than Stephen Curry post All-Star break. Post All-Star break, Steph only shot 36% from 3. Klay was around 41%, 45% from the field. Steph Curry was barely over 40%. He was at around 41.5% post All-Star break. So Steph struggled with his shot. Klay got rolling, and he gave you 18 points a game. When did we start scoffing at 18 points a game in the NBA? One of the best shooters in the league, who I dare teams to leave open. It's a reason why the Kings was pressing up on him, why the Pelicans was pressing up on him. So Klay is still a valuable piece in this league. I know other teams are interested in Klay Thompson. They always wondered, hey, what's going on with Klay? We could use another shooter. The NBA is about pacing and spacing and having three-point shooters. So if the Warriors allow Klay to walk, I think that's going to do it. That's a disaster because this team doesn't have much shooting. Klay is still one of their best shooters outside of Stephen Curry. So the whole Klay and wash narrative, look, he had a bad game. And I hope one game doesn't wash away from all the good he did post All-Star break. It was bad last night, but I wouldn't say Klay Thompson is cooked. He's still a very serviceable NBA player.
So, B, as you know, Ingram is hobbled. They took him off the floor last night. He's got a couple days to rest up, but he's hobbled. No Zion. So you figure what? The Kings win Friday by 5, 10, more than 10? I mean.
You know what? As much as I'm joking about po' boys and beignets, and I'm always looking for an excuse to eat some Belbo. You can see me. I'm getting bigger and bigger and bigger by the day because I'm eating all that soul food. It's pretty good. But I do think the Kings are in a good spot. The Zion news is major. And Brandon Ingram doesn't have his timing yet. He just got back. To just get back and have to play in high-leverage situations like he did the first 2 games against the Lakers, he's not going to be ready to roll for this pace that the Kings will bring it to the table. And I love Keon Ellis, who could disrupt C.J. McCollum. You could trap him like you did Stephen Curry. Now, you got to watch their shooters, of course, from New Orleans. But I actually think the Kings have a real good shot to advance to the first round. And you know what? Who knows what can happen against OKC?
Yeah.
I watched that last Tuesday game when they were up 19 at the half against OKC, and they got 3-point crazy. Will the depth catch up to the Kings? We shall see, but I do like the Kings' chances. All seriousness, I like their chances Friday night against the Pels.
That's
All right, Bonta. Oh,
yeah.
Kings fan Bonta Hill saying he likes.
Don't go too far.
Bonta.
I get you. You got the confetti. You're doing snow angels right over a play.
Doing snow angels. Yeah,
not the players.
Like we won the Super Bowl. Let me ask you this. I'm asking this though. This is my final question here. I appreciate you coming on. Your co-host, Chris Mullin, we tried to get him on last week. Jay, what did they say at NBC about Chris Mullin? He doesn't do interviews.
He doesn't do radio interviews like that anymore.
Yeah, Chris Mullin. Dude, talk to your boy Chris Mullin. Why is he ducking the smoke? Why is he ducking the smoke right now?
He's got podcast-itis. It's a disease spreading rapidly in America. Everybody wants a podcast. Everybody has a radio show. Willie ain't got time for all that. He ain't got time for all that. You're talking about a Hall of Famer. You want to spend 10 minutes talking about some playing teams?
Oh,
come on, Jake, do better, man.
Hey, you guys have FaceTime me after a regular season game, though.
I mean, come on, man. You want to get Reggie Theus and Chris Webber up for a playing game? Jay Will, you want the red carpet? Get to the West Finals first for crying out loud, man.
All right, I remember that.
Over a playing tournament game.
Don't FaceTime me at 11:30 at night when I'm getting ready for bed, driving home or whatever. You guys laughing at me. Now that you guys are down, he's like, I got podcast-itis. I see how it is.
Thank you, Bonta. Yeah.
Hey, just take care of the big studio for me next week. All right, I'm going to miss that.
Yeah, exactly, man. Good luck.
Always good to talk to you, Whitey.
Yes,
yeah,
you're the best.
Good luck talking about Fleet Week and whatever else you got to talk about, man.
See you, B.
All right, Bonta. All right, man.
Yeah, they got the cable cards, the Lombard Street.
Right. Basketball's over for them down there.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's Bonta Hill. He's a
good sport.
Warriors pre- and post-game TV host, morning show host on the Warriors flagship station. So we'll come right back with a look at how, it's true. Who knows how it happened? Maybe we can figure out how it happened. This year for the Kings could still be better than last year. Next with the Drive Guys, Sactown Sports.
Malik Monk plays here.